21 Disturbing Ex-Prisoner Stories, according to Reddit. Number 21. Obligatory not me, but somebody I know, went to federal prison in Ontario for getting caught with a lot of drugs. Well, he told me that they put heroin addicts in with general population, but they're given a small paper cup of methadone each morning at a certain time, and they'd sit in a chair and wait for their bodies to absorb it. What some guys would do was shake in their chairs to try and stave the absorption, and when they'd get back to their cells later, they'd induce vomiting into a sock inside of a can and use that as a filter. Then it was for sale. Yeah. Doing puke is a thing in Canadian prison. Give me some of that puke.
I mean, you've got puke heroin and you've got toilet wine. This really is life.
Let's read one of these down here. Not a prisoner, but my professor works with prisoners. Is this whole list going to be people that actually weren't in prison? She told us that she had this client that is recently out of jail, telling her that most of the enjoyable thing in prison was the group therapy session. He said, "I really love the group therapy because it gave me ideas of other people's emotions when confessing their crimes. It taught me the emotions I am supposed to feel when confessing in court again to reduce my sentence time." She was really surprised that a serial killer is that honest. She was really spooked at the same time. I wonder if she was lady spooked. You like that joke? I was up all night writing that one.
Lady? You don't know it's a lady.
Jesus, if you could hear the quality of your voice right now, like I want to die. Sounds like we're on a freaking phone call from the 1940s. Hello, 1940s. Just, my fucking God. You sound like a true secretary right now. You better have my papers on my desk by 4 in the afternoon.
Well, you already know where I'm stationed.
You're just supposed to say something like, "Yes, Mr. Kyle." Mom was a correctional officer at Hancock State Penitentiary in Georgia. Oh, a story from a CO. That's what we want. Number 1, nicest guy in the place asks my mom if she wants to know what he's in for. He told her that he caught his wife cheating, so he just went and sat in his recliner to calm down. She came out and wouldn't stop apologizing after he told her to leave him alone, so he literally cut her face off. Well, she alive, ain't she? Number 2, during a riot, inmates are double bunked into solitary confinement for a week. Wow. A young kid, presumably a snitch, was locked in with a significantly larger and older gangbanger notorious for rape. The kid spent some time in the hospital. You don't need to know the details. Ooh, baby, your booty loose. How you gonna double bunk niggas with solitary confinement? That is not what that means. You need to just take the solitary out of the confinement if you're double bunking anybody. How stupid are people? Man, that's really terrible. That's the real punishment if you're gonna lock people away together for a ridiculous amount of time and they can't. Oh my God, come on now. Number 3. What?
They just said that it was like during riots. It seems really like only short stints that these things happen in solitary.
I'm not surprised that it happened. It's just contradictory. It's an oxymoron. It is not solitary confinement. Boy, I hate the quality of your voice. Goodbye. Let me call this chick back. No, I gotta start the song over because it diminished in volume. Why don't you try saying something now?
Yeah, let's give this one more try.
Yep, sounds better now. One more try is in like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep continuing. I didn't restart the list. Number 3, mom came upon a man who was stabbed in the skull right before his release. Poor guy, he was just about to get out. He was only a day from retirement. 6-inch shank sticking out of the top of his head. He kept calling out for his daughter. and he didn't make it. Well,
Oh.
you need to keep your head down, homie. This is not what it's about. You need to keep your head down. Sometimes after you're in, it doesn't fucking matter, though. Just do whatever you need to do to get out. Obligatory, not me, but somebody I know. These better not continue the trend. You feel me? What happened?
This is like the trucker rat stories. That's what they're called, right?
The trucker rat?
You know the skanks that get picked up by truckers specifically.
You mean the lot lizards?
Lot lizards, that's it.
And there goes the quality of your voice again, and that's what you spent it on. An anecdote where you couldn't properly remember the phrase for the prostitutes that linger around the lots to give truckers their sexual release. This is the new voice that I like to do. Do you like it? And then you're supposed to go,
Yes, Mr. Kyle, this is Stripes from the 1940s.
Some bald dude had some short dude who looked just like him. The little guy didn't say much though. Anyway, the guy tells the whole prison to start a riot so that he can, quote, walk out the front door. One of the prisoners told him how dumb that idea was, and the bald guy then got the whole prison to break out into song.
Oh?
I guess that is kind of disturbing. Oh, God. This is an Austin Powers reference.
Oh. It went over my head.
Yeah. Because we haven't seen those movies in so long. What is this, number 19? We need to get out of this list, man. Look how low these scored already. I didn't realize coming all the way down that they're like 7 people were like, yeah, that's a good one. I was sent to a women's prison for about 5 years. Try that again, Kyle. I was sent to a women's prison about 5 years ago. And there was a chick in there that was famous for getting high on meth while babysitting an 8-year-old and then killed the kid. Oh, shit. If this was a man in a man's prison, he would never have made it. Another one that I found disturbing was a chick who threw her newborn in the trash after she went into labor at home. I mean, you hear about this kind of stuff. A prom night dumpster baby. Stuff all the time. And it's messed up, but then to be surrounded by people who have actually done it, it's fucking nuts. Also, it was heartbreaking to see mothers getting visits from their young children. Always tears from both parties because mommy still can't come home. A lot of these women were good people who just made stupid mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. Man, imagine you in there and you didn't do nothing. Think about that. Think about having your freedom robbed from you and then, unfortunately having to live in a world where you know that the system doesn't have your back. And that when you really get in trouble, you ain't got nobody to call nigga. Remember that shit. Remember that shit. Hope that illusion of freedom and security is never pulled over your fucking eyeballs, because you'll truly be waking up looking over your shoulder. Never feeling safe, never feeling free. I jerked off in a holding cell, not knowing there were cameras watching me. I heard the metal door clank. 2 officers walked in, telling me to put my dick away because there was a lady watching me on the cameras. Honestly, I was so mortified. I forgot that I was about to get reamed in court.
What does getting reamed mean?
I mean, he's just saying that he was going to get fucked over in court.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean... The
real question is, you must have really been in jail. Because why would people in prison give a damn about your masturbatory habits?
Right.
You know how gross it is in there? Get real. I'm actually surprised people gave a damn in jail. Remember, jail is where they hold you before you go to court. And they try to slap you with everything.
Well, maybe they figured he was trying to break out and he just wanted whoever was watching to turn around when he was masturbating so he can plan his master plan.
His masturbatory plan. They had a woman watching the male cameras, but she was uncomfortable with the possibility of masturbation. For real. Like, can you imagine somebody coming in? They would be laughed out of the room. There is a woman watching your cameras, fella. What are you masturbating for? Can you imagine? That'd be like a thrill for some other guys. They'd be like, oh, there's a lady watching? And then they'd angle this at the camera and be like, yeah, girl, you like this. You know what I'm talking about? Come the fuck on. Why would you even tell somebody?
No. What if it's a guy? What if it was a man watching?
Stripes, you're going further and further back in time with the quality of your audio, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Just switch microphones and we'll see if that's the issue. Switch it right now.
Alright.
Within Skype, go to Tools, then go to Options. Highlight Audio Settings, click it, and then under Microphone, click the drop-down box and select the array. Speak.
You know this is the one that's built into the computer.
Jesus Christ, it's somehow even worse. Are you like 3 rooms away? This is madness.
How about now?
Oh God. Bye. Look guys, we are probably not going to be able to do these with Stripes if the quality of the call is going to be like this. Let's just ride this out, Stripes, for as long as the decent quality will last. I was bunked with a guy who also happened to be a pimp. And we got to talking, and he told me that the most fucked up requests he's ever gotten by a customer. The guy asked if he could be underneath a glass table and have one of his girls squat over the table and take a shit while he watched. Probably the most fucked up thing I've ever had. Remember that one girl who came into our stream? Her name was JJ, and she confessed to, like, you know, doing that
Shitting
for
on people's
guys.
chests.
Yeah, there was no glass table. That's what
There was no glass
there
table.
was no glass table involved there, baby. But she was making that money too, in a way where it's like, you know, in your face, and like
Yeah.
you guys take poops in your bathrooms in the toilet, and nobody pays you, you know. But this is almost like recycling the guy, you know.
When
It's
you didn't
almost
have to
like
poop on-
recycling. I said, wow.
She got you a really nice pair of headphones that you're still using, too.
What's wrong with that? I needed those headphones. And
Man, she would have been
and,
a great sugar mama if she'd not lost her mind.
she just lost her interest for me. You think she's the first woman to do that? Pretty much every girl that's ever come across is just like, wait a minute, I'm done with this guy. You remember Kate G? Beautiful Kate G.
Oh, she was cute.
She really was. But what does that matter? I'm a lesbian.
But I do.
I was
love
in
you.
juvenile prison. What is that? Juvenile prison. Okay. I had just gotten to the intake unit. The guy that was escorted into the building behind me was a rapist. Uh-oh. Well, we walked into the unit and some black kid walks up to him and starts beating his face. He takes out a toothbrush and starts shoving it up his ass. And then the guy turns around and I'm kidding. The COs didn't let that go on too long, but it caused some serious damage. Oh my God. Can you imagine like how somebody would have access to somebody's butthole through clothing?
Well, I don't think there was through clothing.
Oh my God, Stripes. It's cartoony. How deliriously ridiculous you sound.
Do you think he pierced his prostate?
If you guys knew how much this was upsetting me, subscribers, just the sound of her voice like this, we gotta continue here. Not safe for wig, maybe. Or maybe you just shouldn't read it. One of those. I did a few years in state prison and saw and heard a lot of brutally crazy shit. Murders, rape, overdoses, riots. But the one thing that has never left me was a story of a guy who was talking about his murder case. He was babysitting his new girlfriend's baby, a few months old, and the baby wouldn't stop crying, so he put a pillowcase and slammed it against the wall. Oh, he put it in a pillowcase and slammed it against the wall about 20 times. Give or take. He said he knew the baby was fucked up after the first hit, but he just kept going. And he said it was like a bloody pulp sack. That shit fucked me up. Also, one of the bad ones I saw was a guy get stabbed through the eye with a 10-inch shiv. The dude dropped because it killed him instantly, and he never saw it coming. A couple people put him in the laundry cart, and the correctional officers didn't find him for like 10 hours. The guy who killed him was 19 and serving an 11-month sentence. He said he just wanted to know what it felt like to kill somebody. They convicted him federal for capital murder, and he got like 99 years. Unfortunately, there's a lot of young kids who go in with small sentences, and they never get out. That's how they get you, son, you know? I think that's how the system works, really. Oh, you got a little bit of weed on you? We're going to put you away for longer than if you had sexually molested a little kid or if you killed somebody. I mean, that's the thing, man. A lot of people are getting put away for stupid-ass charges that are essentially made up or, you know, I want to say contextually designed for situations where they can't really find enough to slap a person with, and they're designed just to throw you into this thing so you can freak the fuck out and go, you know, I shouldn't be here, especially not for this. And then inside you meet a lot of other people with, I want to say, unstable mentalities because of their circumstance, dealing with asshole correctional officers who probably would fail any kind of I want to say psychological test to end up in a position with authority like this. And a lot of females as well. You got a lot of females who have never had authority and, you know, are used to being controlled, so now they want to get into this position and do the controlling, and they're basically just using it as an opportunity to get on a pedestal and treat people in a way where like they're not human, you know. So some people can't react well to that, because exercising restraint when you have no power and basically you're being tried for something that's kind of like not even your fault, they lose their mind. So basically you throw a rock at a car, you know, and they put you in a room for a while and say, hey, you need to cool off, and you like, man, why the fuck I'm in this room? You know what I mean? I'm a big ass man, supposed to be here, all I do is throw a rock at a car. And somebody like, you better shut up, man. He's like, who you telling to shut up, man? And then they lose their crap, and now they're in there for life because you killed him with a shiv through the eyeball. Stripes, how would you react if somebody was coming at you with a shiv going straight for the eyeball?
No, I'd be dead. Of course I'd fight back, but there's no way I could get them off me.
Well, at least you're real about it. 6 months in Rikers Island, New York. Watched a girl try to drown herself in her cell toilet for 2 hours. Try? Just running her head in and trying to stay under while the correctional officer stood around and laughed. That's fucked up. When they left, she pissed on the floor to flood the cell to get their attention again.
Isn't there a drain in the middle of the room of these kinds of places?
Well, typically, yeah. I remember a drain.
I mean, it's not like I've been to prison. It's just a guess.
Everybody's saying from what I'm reading, it seems like correctional officers are just glorified inmates. Well, I mean, they treat everybody in there like dogs. Not even just criminals. And the weirdest part is, if you're in prison, I can kind of understand this kind of like country ass southern, ain't no lord where I'm coming from, boy, I'm your pappy now, and you better do everything I say. But when you're in jail, you know what I mean? Some people are literally like wake up somewhere where they don't even know where they are because they had a crazy night of drinking, and then they end up in jail. You know what I mean? They stay in there for a week or until somebody bonds them out, until they go into court. You know what I mean? The jail is a holding place until whatever charges they've thrown at you sticks. Or almost like a slap on the wrist type of place to be like, you better sober up and then we'll let you out of here, boy. So when the correctional officers are crazy as hell in jail, you're just like, hey man, can you get the hell out of here? But you know what it is? It's just like the police officers, where these are the last people that should be walking up and down the streets with guns. But what are we gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Stories I've heard firsthand. One guy was locked up with a heap of heroin still shoved up his ass. He was popular. Another guy got noticeably drunk on somebody else's booze and prompted a lockdown and search for contraband. He died from a head injury a few days later. Mysterious, right? Play that X-Files music. Another group of guys were teased. They were teasing the necrophiliac until he had a breakdown and chased them through the prison trying to kill him. And you know what happened after that, Stripes? You know what I'm talking about? No, I mean, he's a necrophiliac, so he was trying to chase people around, and then you know damn well. They hid behind a guard, pissing themselves laughing while he was subdued. Fun times. Somebody said it sounds like Extreme High School. It sounds like Extreme High School until the first time somebody trying to stab a motherfucker. Like, come on now. What are you doing? Please. please.
People get stabbed in high school.
But with pencils, okay? Being stabbed with a pencil is cute when they're going for arteries and... Come on now. I had a pool table while locked up. Nobody used the cues or balls to do shit because if you got our pool table taken away, you'd better hope they took you away from us. If fights drew blood, everyone would come out of the woodwork with their little hand towels to clean up all the blood before the COs could find out. It's true. Somebody says I have a very funny image in my head of several thuggish dudes cleaning up blood from a fight. Missed the spot, Reggie.
I would assume no one would react to like taking away one of their very few outlets. If you were the reason, you're in trouble.
What the hell can I do about the quality of this call? Because I genuinely feel like this is your fault. Stripes, if I mute the music and you say something, what happens?
I'm really not sure what to do about this.
Now you're talking and it sounds normal. Is it that I can't have the music on?
I wouldn't know. That's probably not it, though.
Can you speak at length about your favorite flavor of ice cream? I'm going to play my music again and see if it has something to do with it. Speak at length about it.
You ever had a milkshake that tastes so much like
I gotta actually listen to
like
this chick's
Lucky
voice
Charm?
for this is gonna kill me. Just keep going.
Marshmallow taste. Marshmallow and the milkshake taste good.
There's this sock puppet named Chester on a show I used to watch. And like sometimes when like you stutter and you correct yourself, it's like it reminds me of him and it's good stuff. You gotta keep going though because I'm trying, this is for you.
I get that, and it's just I really don't know what happened. I didn't drop my mic since yesterday. I don't think it's your end either, so I don't know what to blame. Maybe I just need a new mic.
It's fine right now is the confusing part. Keep speaking.
How many... Well, you have a spare, don't you? Maybe I could pick it up when next time I come.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, if it's the quality of the call and not the microphone, then, you know, we're still going to be on square one. I happen to think it's not the microphone. Whatever.
Right.
It's happened again. Jesus.
Ah,
Keep speaking.
I really don't know what to fucking do.
I don't know. So wasn't in jail yet. Just lock up at the station. This is asking for prisoner stories, and y'all are all like, I was in jail, man. I remember this one time at summer camp. Just lock up in the station. Was a long weekend, so court wasn't till Tuesday, and the bulk of us were arrested on Friday, so we were there doing a lot of bullshitting between cells. I was arrested in the hood, so the fact that a white dude was there was already weird to them, but then another much more gangsta white guy gets hauled in for stealing his girlfriend's iPod. Dude was way too comfortable with his language and starts dropping the N-bomb constantly. Every Hispanic and black guy swear he's gonna get his ass whooped when he get to court, and you and your esteemed inmates sit in a large concrete room totally unsupervised except for a camera that barely works right until you get escorted into court. We all meet up and they see the two white guys, me dressed in dirty office clothes and him head to toe in Sean John, so they already know who did what. One dude hucks a wad of paper towel at the camera and they beat the loving fuck out of him, and I giggled. Baby. I giggled.
What's a long john? Or what do they call the clothes?
Sean John. Long Johns. What's a long john? Stripes. What the hell?
I'm sorry.
Do you have like the mic at your face or something? I don't know what it is.
Well, yeah, I've turned on my webcam to show you just how close it is to my face right now.
The thing is, what has changed? What has changed?
Nothing. Do you want me to turn it back on?
Keep talking right now. Keep talking right now. Tell me what your favorite type of pizza is right now and just keep talking.
I really wish there were like there was a chorizo option at the Pizza Patron by down the block, and now it's not there. It makes me really sad. I can't get that anywhere else. It's not cheap.
When I turn off the music, you come in clearer, dude. But what am I supposed to not have the music on?
I mean, you can edit it in later.
Editing? Are you crazy? The reason this format is what it is because of the lack of editing. Dude, why? Why all of a sudden? And it's because Skype's furiously updating itself with shit nobody asked for.
Didn't you say you have a few things downloading right now?
It's not about anything downloading, and now I don't have anything downloading. This is about your audio diminishing out of nowhere. And
have you had this issue with any other calls?
No, this is obviously a sudden issue considering you've never heard me moaning about it before. There's nothing that I can do about this. Playback. It's so weird and tunnely, and there's nothing that I can do about it. Say something right now.
I can't. There's a plane go over my house.
Whatever. I'm just going to play the music, try to turn it down more, see if we can get through it. We need to just get through it. We're going to have to use Discord to do these, what the hell else are we going to have going on? My ex-boyfriend had to do 6 months for DUIs. He was an alcoholic, and he told me once he saw an 18 to 19-year-old boy crying in the corner. He walked up to some older prisoner that had been decent friends and asked what was wrong. He said he just got his shit pushed in. Oh.
What?
What?
What is that slang for something or is it literal?
It's both.
Wait, so what, is he like packing drugs in there or is it just
No. Stripes, put this together. He just got his shit pushed in. You asked me if it was literal or if it was slang. I told you it was both. What does it mean?
He got fucked?
He got his shit pushed in. You know where shit's supposed to go, Stripes? Out. That's where shit's supposed to go. Not in. Sorry to say. I sat in a drunk tank one night in my freshman year of college. I didn't do anything besides be caught guilty of underage drinking. And a guy that was there when I got there gets up after an hour or so of me coming in. He goes over and sits down on the toilet that is in the same small room as 10 of us guys were in, right in front of the window to the officers' desks and area, and has explosive diarrhea. It was horrible. Breathing through our shirts for 2 hours. New guy comes in and is told from an experienced player that he should try to make himself throw up so that he won't be in as long. They release you when you're sober. So what's he do? He puts his drunk head into the toilet bowl, rests his face against the seat, and passes out. It was a gross, gross day. It's a beautiful day in the holding cell. A beautiful day for diarrhea. Put your face on the seat. Your face on the toilet seat. Jesus Christ.
That's pretty slapstick, to be honest.
What the? No, I've never been to prison, but I worked in the emergency room, and I saw a lot of prisoners come in with all sorts of injuries, but really, two stand out. The first one was a guy who was shanked in the abdomen, and his intestines were literally hanging on out. I remember he was stone-faced and wasn't saying anything, just looking straight ahead. I'm sure he had been given pain medication, but still. We slid him on the stretcher, and I remember I went to move him up his bed just a little bit, And as soon as I started to slide him, he grabbed my arm and said, "Hold up a minute, homie. That hurts a little bit." In the most nonchalant voice I've ever heard. Well, that's that story. The second one was a guy who tried to kill himself by stripping naked and just laying on the cold floor for hours. The floor was so cold, it ended up dropping his core temperature to 92 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna kill myself, son. What are you doing? Hold up, just watch. Just close. Hold up, just watch. Oh,
So
man.
wait, what is it called that when you die from like a body?
You know, if I was trying to commit suicide in prison, I don't think I would have ever thought of that. Somebody said that's why you put cardboard between yourself and the ground, and if you have to sleep on concrete, that shit will kill you.
Well,
Somebody
is
said
it
today
not?
I learned this is why homeless people always sleep on cardboard. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I work at a level 5 supermax prison in a small southwestern Virginia town. Weird, because if you work there, I don't think you'd be an ex-prisoner. There's nobody in this. I guess ex-prisoners got money to make, huh?
Well, did you expect a lot of prisoners to be hanging out on Reddit?
That's what that's what that is what I meant with what I said. I'll kill you, Stripes. And we had this guy. Wow, this guy. He kept getting his ass kicked, and normally we kind of know why it's happening, but in this case we didn't. We come to find out that other inmates thought he had drugs. One day we caught him with a white-looking powder on his nose, so we had to take him out and drug test him and cavity search him as well. This happened about 4 or 5 times over the course of the next 5 months, and he passed every test search every time. Well, one day we caught him. This guy was beating off, letting his jizz dry, crushing it, and snorting the shit. Good times. The jizz snuffer. Snuff, no wait, that's wrong. Sniffer. Snorter? That's what it was doing. Sniff and snort. Snuffer. Snorter. You snorting that jizz? You snort powdered jizz? Stripes?
I don't.
I love how you're like really defensive. You heard it here, folks.
Where would I even get it?
Where would you get powdered jizz? Okay. Powdered jizz. Okay. I'm supposed to add something to my wish list every day here.
I don't think you're gonna find it on Amazon.
Well, you know, what is powdered? I'm not going to find powdered jizz on Amazon, okay?
Why don't you just add powdered donuts instead?
Look, snort powdered jizz makes me think of pixie sticks. So I'm going to look some up, and I'm just going to throw some on the, holy shit, a 3-pound bag. What the fuck? It's like a lifetime supply of pixie sticks.
I don't even think you like pixie sticks.
You're damn right, which is why I say it's a lifetime supply. You know what pixie sticks are like? Pixie sticks are something you have like twice a year and go, well, that was a pixie stick. Just one. Oh my god. But wait, what is this? This one's $4.44. Wait, how much is the shipping? It's $1.39 an ounce. So this is 3 ounces. So basically the shipping is almost as much as the product. So you'd pay like $8 for this.
This is what you should do if someone ends up buying you it. You should just rip all the little bags open and put them in a jar, and then only use the pixie stick powder when you're gonna make smoothies.
$20 is a bit much. We might as well go. But the thing is, they'd basically be paying $10 for this when they could pay double that and then pay, $20 for this one. So we're going to do the only logical thing that we can do, and we're going to leave a comment in here that says,
for smoothies.
I'll try snorting it.
Oh, you know what? You should add a cotton candy maker machine into your wish list.
I'll record it too. Why would I put a cotton candy machine on they don't have that. Please God, don't. Please God, don't. Oh my God, it's here too. It's here. Oh my God. What are we doing on, Amazon looking for cotton candy? Why are they so expensive too? I should have got this instead of that deep fryer.
No, a deep fryer you're gonna use it a hell of a lot more often.
Says who? You? I don't think you know what kind of fat man I am. You know what I mean? Well, gotta start my day with that cotton candy. Bling, 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 bling. Oh my god, it'd be like an episode of SpongeBob every day in this house. Anyway, wow, Pokemon Go. No, Kyle, hide your shame. Hide the things that you look up in your, oh my god, what's that? It's bookmarks. No. Oh no. No. They're gonna pause that. No, Stripes, no. Oh god. Here are all the other lists that I've been looking at. Son of a bitch. Thank God I only have like 6 or 7 dedicated fans who are like,
Oh, yes, this is what I've been looking for.
Anyway, look. Okay. Powdered jizz. I'm glad we got through that one, huh? A quiet kid we called Harry Potter. Just like a summer camp in there. Because of his glasses, he was pretty young and definitely lacking in street smarts. And we could never figure out why he was there until we caught the news from a guard that he threw a pot of boiling hot water on his wheelchair-bound grandma because she was being too loud while he watched his favorite TV show. Out of all the sick people that were locked up, that is one that's pretty hard to swallow. If you ever get locked up, remember to always be respectful of those around you, because you never know what kind of messed up people are in there. You know what I mean? In the Harry Potter prison that is Azkaban, it's like you're dealing with a Birdie and Bot's any flavored beans for prisoners, because you never know what you're gonna bite into, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I threw a pot of boiling hot jizz on my grandma."
Where did that come from?
Look, I was in country waiting to catch chain. Oh yeah, when you get transported to prison, which is basically what because they chain you up.
Yeah.
Feet and
A chain gang. Yes.
no, fool, it's not a chain gang. God, listen. He was in country waiting to catch chain, meaning he was in jail waiting to be transported to prison. And when they transport you to prison, they basically chain you up. They shackle your feet and crap like this with all the other people that are being transported, and then you go. So they call it waiting to catch chain, right? And a crack dealer named T-Bone, can we not, would tell me stories of when he would have crack whores come over to score some rock. The crack whores would offer to suck his dick for a cookie, which is a flat crack rock. Why are we getting into this? T-Bone had a German shepherd that he loved and would talk about constantly. T-Bone told me he would have them suck the dog's dick while he recorded it. And the crack whores apparently did this multiple times, baby. He told me that when I got out, to come over and watch the videos. Yeah, I never did that. T-Bone was locked up for animal cruelty. Well, I guess T-Bone was giving his dog a bone. You know what I'm talking about?
That's so gross.
La araña discoteco.
Do you remember the dad that got his daughters addicted to crack, though?
Can we not talk about come on, man.
Okay.
Because that was conditioning is the worst part, Some people can get conditioned without that kind of hypnotic or suggestive or, teaching them when they're young, this is normal type horseshit. But come on, man. Doggy afuera, okay? My brother told me a story about a pre-prison guy. When he was in jail, he bunked with a drug addict who was seemingly just dope sick as fuck. Probably sick, in the head because of all the drugs he took. He said he was moaning and groaning all night. He tried to tell the COs that he needed help, but they just ignored him, left him be. Then he puked all over himself and the correctional officers wouldn't help him. Just left him there all pukey. Then after a while he started seizing. He had 2 seizures. The COs did nothing. They thought he was faking it. Oh, damn. My brother said about an hour later that he stopped making noises. He was silent. So he checked on him. He was gray and unresponsive. Totally slipped away. Fucking bastards. let a technically innocent man die of benzo withdrawal overnight. What a sad shame.
What's benzo?
In this instance, we can probably just assume that, I mean, I might as well look it up for your corny ass. Can we just get a damn, tell me what is benzo? A type of medication known as tranquilizers?
Oh, okay, so it's just taking tranquilizers for,
Nah, nigga, like, in this context, he just died from kind of like withdrawals.
Okay.
I'll never find this damn link. You know how many tabs I've opened, woman?
Not for my sake.
What is the most about the human body? Where am I, Lord? We'll never find it. We'll never find it. You know, this list was going pretty well until you screwed it up, Stripes.
Because I wanted to know what benzo was.
Listen to your voice. I turned the music down for this, Stripes. I have an idea. I'm gonna call you back again. What the? Skype is frozen. That's so cool, Skype. I love that, you know? When the one thing you're supposed to be able to do, you can't do. Ain't that some shit? It's frozen in a capacity where I actually need to, like, open up the task manager to close this crap down. Jesus, jiggly wiggling Christ, man. That's that shit I don't like. So how are you guys doing today? You having a good day? While I'm, like, making small talk with somebody who can't respond. You know I love you. Probably going to be doing some Katamari Damacy tonight, if not Kingdom Hearts. Maybe even Fallout. All I know is I definitely need to get back on the PC because I got a lot of Steam games that people were cute enough to get me. That now that I got this PC, it's really time to let the good times roll on, you know what I mean? This girl just gonna let the phone ring. Ain't that some shit? Alright. I got you. I do my own list. With blackjack and hookers. You damn right you call me back. Piece of
And
crap.
what happened?
I was gonna...
And then immediately dropped.
Look, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah?
I'm trying to continue this list here. I'm gonna turn up the music behind you. And then we're gonna go from there, alright?
Okay.
Okay. I went to jail for about 3 weeks because of driving with a suspended license. We all slept in these huge rooms with bathroom and living areas connected. About a week in, I hear some guy get up and use the small microwave that we are given in the living area to make stuff like hot ramen. It's not normal for the microwave to be used after lights out, but I figured maybe he had a roll or something he wanted to heat up and munch in before sleeping. The guard posted on the far wall never said anything to him or even got up from his seat, though I could tell from the bunk that he was watching the inmate intensely. So the guy comes back to bed and walks right past me with this bowl in his hands. I close my eyes and try to go to sleep, but the silence is shattered by a blood-curdling scream from a couple of rows down. The guy had filled a bowl with baby oil and heated it until it was boiling and then poured it on some guy's face in his sleep. Found out later that they had some kind of fight a few days earlier and the baby oil was his idea of revenge. Burned guy had third-degree burns on his face, neck, and shoulders, and the baby oil guy was taken away and we never heard from him again. Also, we lost our microwave to heat things up, which, you know, sucks. We had to use hot water from the sink and just let shit sit in it forever to heat up, you know? Sucks ass. Be sure not as bad as being covered in boiling oil, though. Yeah, come on. This is why you can't have nice things, you know? What's up?
Letting it hot water, it just sounds so awful. You're never gonna cook anything like that.
I wonder why Laredo Airport sucks. You know?
Speaking of, there's been, like, in the past 20 minutes, there's been at least 8 airplanes passing over my house. It's terrible. I think everything's conspiring against me being in these videos.
Excuse me, it seems to be working better now.
Alright. Can't do anything about the planes, though.
I don't care. The planes are an issue for you, not us. We can't hear it as much as you think. The number 1 says, one of the women I was in with was in there for life. The reason why she was in there was because someone had sold her fake crack. So she was going to kill this person. So she goes to their house, cuts the gas line, and burns the house down. But then it turns out she had the wrong house and killed an entire family in their sleep. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm like, here's the thing, man. That's pretty fucked up, man. Jeez. I mean, you're a crackhead, so I guess this probably isn't the first fucked up thing you've done. But how hard is it to fact check where people live? You know?
I almost killed my family with gas. Luckily, someone smelled the gas.
Which in most cases is, you know, impossible to, you know, smell. So you got very lucky.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions for Stripes, the natural born killer, you're going to want to ask her, you know, soon. Remember, she is a woman, so, you know, poisoning people is well within her capacity. It's like an afterthought, really. She's like, oh, I guess I did poison that guy.
Chicken.
I feel like kind of, okay, I might as well be real with everybody. I was just looking through, like, some disturbing stuff. I found, like, a lot of weird posts, like, oh, you know, what's something disturbing that turns you on, you know? I found another one that was like, what's the most disturbing thing you've witnessed in school? What's the most disturbing safe for work picture you've seen? Here's a picture of a girl who was trapped beneath some rubble. You know, but they couldn't move her or it would kill her immediately. You know, like that type of, you know, a guy's been crushed by a car. And if they lift the car, then the guy will just die. So they got to just, you know, wait it out kind of thing. Stripes? Stripes?
Plain.
We got some of the last the Nazis killing some of the last Jews. Really messed up stuff. Really disturbing stuff here. Got some last pictures of people who've been kidnapped. I'm sure you've seen those.
I don't think I've seen them.
God, are the planes just converging on Stripes' house? It wouldn't even make sense for that many planes to be, like, you know, that close to each other. Unless, of course, it is some kind of, like, Mexican airport, which is basically what's going on where Stripes lives. Guys, Stripes lives right on the border of Mexico. You guys didn't know that, but now you know.
It's true. It's 10 or 12 minutes away from here.
Stripes, I'm just saying, with how short an amount of time passed since the last one, it was almost like a minute passed.
I told you. I think there's maybe, like, an air show going on.
Oh, they do that in Laredo? That's got to be totally illegal, huh?
Wait, what would make you think it's not illegal anywhere else?
Air shows are legal and stuff. They get permits and stuff.
That's why. Then what are you making a crack at?
I think it's totally illegal, and that, you know, the cartels have stolen those planes and they're just like, hey, Holmes, check it out. Look how I fly this plane all low, man. It's pretty rude. I didn't say that. Stripes did. Stripes put me up to that joke. If you have a problem with the writing, or the delivery of some of these, what's going on here?
I can't see shit. You never started sharing. Wait. No, I don't think you ever shared screens.
Oh my god, we are ending the video here.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you what the hell.
Okay. Well, show me.
Oh!
Show me.
Do you see?
No, wait, not yet.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Mm.
It's cool. Yeah, you can see strands.
Well, guys, there's a light ending to what was a disturbing video, right? Jesus Christ. You know it's all staged, and that's totally fine, but
I don't care.
look at this, just the context is unnerving stuff. Woo. Oh boy, I'll see you guys later. Tell me what you want.